Welcome everyone, I am Ujjwal Pal. Today we will solve a LeetCode problem step by step. The problem number is 3265, which is count almost equal pairs 1. Let's see the problem description. You are given an array nums consisting of positive integers. We call two integers x and y in this problem almost equal if both integers can become equal after performing the following operation at most once. The operation is choose either x or y and swap any two digits within the chosen number and return the number of indices I and j in nums where I less than j such that nums I and nums j are almost equal. Note that if it is allowed for an integer to have leading zeros after performing an operation. That means if there are two integers like one is 9 and one is 90, so we can swap the 90 as 09 and they will be considered, the two numbers will be considered as same. Okay, that is allowed in this case. And let's see the constraints. The length of the given nums will be from 2 to 100 and each of the element will be up to 10 to the power 6. So let me discuss the algorithm with you. First, we need to find the all pairs in nums, like all pair of ij, and for each of the pairs we will check if the pair is almost equal or not. So first do that, like int count will be 0 initially, and for int I equal to 0, I less than nums dot size I plus plus, and for int j equal to I plus 1, j less than nums dot size and j plus plus, and it will give us the all pairs that could possible in nums, and we will check if is valid nums of I and nums of j, then we will increase the count by 1, and then we will also return after the nested for loop the count. And now let's solve the is valid function, which will return the boolean, and it will take two numbers, let's say int a, int b, and this is valid function will return true if a and b are almost equal in this case, and it will return false if they are not almost equal. Okay, so to solve this problem, first we will check if a is greater than b, then we will return is valid of b a, which means we will always keep a here. A is the smallest element. If it is not smallest, then we will return the is valid here. That means for that function, the a will be the smallest. So we will always keep the a as smallest. Next, we need to first, it is saying that at most once, like we can do at most once means it is already almost equal, that means it is already equal, or we have to swap any two indices, then it will be equal. So first check if it is a is equal to b or not. If a is equal to b, then just return true. Okay, and if a and b are not equal, so, or you can say if it is, like if this is the case, like if it is 9 and other one is 90, so first we need to convert it in a string so that the 90 becomes 09, and then we can check if it is equal or not. Okay, so first do that. Let's convert the a and b into string. So to convert string, let's say str a is equal to, we will use the toString function, toString a, and also for b we will use the toString b. And now we will check if str a is equal to str b or not. If it is both are equal, then we will take true. Otherwise, we will check for all the pairs, like for all the like indices, we will check the swap operation for all possible swap that could be possible in any of the like numbers, and we will perform it in the bigger number, because let's say the smaller number is 9 and bigger number is 90, so we will perform the swap operation in the bigger number. So in this case it will be b. So we will perform all possible swap that could possible in b, and we will check for if any of for any of that operation, if the value becomes a or not. If it is becomes a, that means we need to return true, and otherwise we need to return false. So for all possible pairs we will use to for loop. Let's say I equal to 0, I less than strb dot size I plus plus for int j equal to 0, not 0, I plus 1, j less than strb dot size and j plus plus. First we will swap that strb I and strb j. After swapping, we need to check if it is equal to a not. To check it, because there could be leading zeros, first we will convert it in a value, integer value. So integer value will be stoi of strb. It will convert the string into integer value, and it will also consider the leading zeros and all. It will also like excluded the like 09 in string. It will also give 9 as a value. We will check if the value is equal to b a or not, because it is the value of b. So we will check it is a or not. If it is a, return true, or otherwise we already swapped one time, so we need to like go back to the previous state. So we will again swap that, so that we can go back to the previous state, because we can only do that at most once. So if we already done that and it is not equal to a, then we need to like go to the previous state, then we will check for another possible swap. Okay, so we will also swap that, because if we two times swap the same indexes, then it will comes the previous state. And then after the this nested for loop, we need to return false, because if no, we do not return true, that means there are not any possible swaps available that could make a and b equal, so we need to return false. So let's see, will it work or not. It is accepted. Let's submit it. It is accepted. Let me discuss the time and space complexity with you. So time complexity for this nested for loop, you can see it is big O of n square, because n, where n is the length of nums, because for the first for loop is running n times, and for each of the iteration the second for loop is also running up to n times. So the overall time complexity for these two for loop will be big of n square, and it is also calling the is valid function, which will take, because it will also take like these two for loop will running the length of b. That means the length means the what is the number of digit present in the maximum value between the a and b. That will be the m here. Let's say m. So these two for loop will take big of m square, and these two for loop will take big of n square. So the overall time complexity will be big of n square multiplied by m square, where n is the length of nums and m is the given. If the given two numbers are given, then m will be the number of digits of the bigger number. Okay, and space complexity will be, here we are using string to convert the integer value to the string. So the overall space complexity will be big of m, where m will be the maximum length of the between two integer numbers. So thanks for watching. If you want to check out the code, you will find it in the description box below. So that's it for today. See you in the next video.